environment and climate change.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, Chair and members. My name is Rahma Said Elias, County Chief Officer, Energy.
Good morning. My name is Susan Nyambura Gichuhi. I'm the Director Liaison Office.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Hussein Al-Nur, Deputy Chief of Staff.
That's it from the delegation, from the governor's delegation. Fine. I think the others are members of the media. You are welcome. So we'll move very swiftly to the next order, which is administration of oath.
I, Gov.Khalif, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before this committee, with respect to matters before the committee, shall be truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth, so help me God.
Next will be your tabling of your written responses.
Chair, I hereby table the following documents before the committee: management responses and accompanying annexures on the report of the Auditor General on the County Executive for the year 2024-25. 2. Management responses and accompanying annexures on the report of the Auditor General on the receiver of revenue statements for the County Executive of Mandera for the financial year 2024-25. And 3. Management responses and accompanying annexures on the reports of the Auditor General on the County Revenue Fund for the County Executive of Mandera for the financial year 2024-25. Thank you.
Clerk of the Senate, could you confirm if whatever the governor has tabled came within the timelines that were prescribed?
Yes, Chairman, we confirm the responses were sent within their timelines.
Auditor General, can you confirm your readiness to proceed?
Yes, Chairman. We received the response in good time and we did the analysis. Thank you.
Unless there is any supplement or preliminary observation, we will go straight to the report of the Auditor General. Senator Sifuna.
Chair, I'm a bit worried by the volume of paperwork that is before us. This could be a problem. That perhaps the county entity does not engage with the auditor during audit process and they want us to do the audit here today.
Now, maybe we can just put it to the test because we must be very clear that the audit has already been done. What we are doing here is not an audit. Here we are making recommendations, directing entities to take action or advising the governor on what action to take. So I hope that this is not indicative of a desire for the Senate to be the auditor. The Senate is not the auditor. And the only way to establish that is to put a few matters to the test and confirm.
Chair, and when you know there is difference between quality and quantity. Normally the quantity does not equal the quality. So maybe the tasting, the eating of the pudding, but this is rare. I hope we are not going to do audit because Article 229 says only Parliament shall consider the reports and make appropriate recommendations. So I hope this was available to the OAG when it was needed, not available now because it's before Parliament. I yield back, Chair.
Okay, fine. So let's put it to the test. And the best way of putting it to the test...
Chair, for observation. Thank you, Chair. You remember today is Friday, and we came for this meeting, I think, 10:45, and it's already noon. And you live in Kenya, all of us live in Kenya, and we understand that as Muslims, we are to go for a prayer at exactly 30, 40 there. So I don't know how we're going to manage time, because for us, we came very early, and although you have said you have started the meeting earlier, but we really request that we keep times when we appear before the Senate, because as we always...
Governor, you have made your point. I'm chairing this meeting. I will manage time. The time at which you entered this room is immaterial. This meeting started at 10, and we had a long agenda, and we are within that agenda. So there are no apologies expected or to be rendered. We started our meeting at 10. The time at which you came in is the time at which we got to the agenda item. I take note that today is a Friday. I am not going to disregard that, but we will be as fast as your responses. It depends on how you respond. So I think we can get straight to the business of the day today. And again, really, if you are to go through these volumes between 11:50 and 12:30, definitely you know that that is an impossibility. So let's get on. Let's start with the Auditor General. What was your opinion on the financial statements of Mandera?
Thank you, Chairman. The opinion was a qualified opinion.
Take us through the qualification.
Thank you, Chair.
What was the first issue?
The first issue was, the basic qualification of the first issue was the use of goods, which had two parts. There's one, unsupported expenditure on routine maintenance of vehicles and other transport equipment. Another one is unsupported expenditure on fuel, oil, and lubricants. Thank you, Chair.
Now, as is customary, we will get the response of the governor on this matter. I think because it's a first matter, and we see how fast you can prosecute it, and maybe for efficiency, we might want to go to a few other cross-cutting issues rather than going word by word. So, Governor, could you give us your response on that first issue on unsupported expenditure on maintenance of vehicles and transport equipment?
Chair, the delay in availing the complete records arose from the centralized nature of transport operation across various departments, particularly for ambulances attached to sub-county hospital for referral purposes, where the job cards and inspection reports are maintained and retained at the sub-counties and were therefore not available during the audit period. The motor vehicle maintenance records.
Just a minute. Sergeant at Arms, is there a problem with the volume of the governor's device? Because it's not very audible. And if the governor is naturally soft-spoken, then you need to amplify the volume so that we can hear it.
Am I audible now?
Yeah,
yeah. So the motor vehicle maintenance records, including job cards, inspection and reinspection reports, and updated status reports on the repaired vehicles, have since been consolidated from the sub-counties and the mechanical departments and are thereby available for review. All those are attached in volume 1 from page 1 to 134. Thank you.
Auditor General, volume 1, page 1 to 134. The governor wants us to go through that. You see now the challenges we are going to have in terms of time management. Auditor General, have you looked at those appendices?
Thank you, Chair. We looked at the appendices, and as the governor said, during the time of the audit, these documents were not available, but later they have been available, and we look at them and we are satisfied.
Now, Governor, is there a need for you to take administrative action on your officers? Because if they were required to be present at the time of audit and were not available at the time of audit and they are coming before the Senate, is that an admission of administrative failure internally?
No, not really, but we have discussed this matter, and I want to say that this document, especially the work tickets and the inspection reports, are voluminous document. So it's not very easy to attach to a payment vouchers. What we normally do is we prepare files for those documents. So, but we have internally discussed this as we are preparing this report, and we agreed that going forward, we're going to improve so that at least we have an entry and exit meeting with the auditors so that these issues doesn't arise again. Thank you.
Senator Cherargei.
Chair, I find the governor's response unfortunate because governor audit process is a process. It's not an event. It's a constitutional process. That's why we have a Public Audit Act. Public Audit Act Section 62 is very clear that non-availability of documents when needed during audit period is an offense and it is punishable. So in fact, the least issue should have done so that we move faster is to ensure that the administrative action is taken against these officers, because in future, how sure are we, Chair, with these documents there was some cooking that was done? So the point, Governor, you must be serious on this matter and ensure that the officers concerned who are supposed to avail these documents for audit. Then what is the essence of audit? Because we give you money so that that money can be accounted, and the only way to be accounted is the provision, because I have looked from this volume 1 from number 1, but it's not up to 134, is it so? I think it's up to 034. I think the numerical was. So, Governor, Section 62 has been violated. The officers who are supposed to provide these documents, administrative action must be taken against. And maybe, Governor, my second question would be, so what is the way out? You know, unless Mandera things are different, you violate the law, they call you, they just smile at you and you go home. So tell us what is the cure. Number 2, and finally, Chair, is these documents and these vehicles that were provided for, including the work tickets that you are, and job cards, pre and post of work tickets. Is it based on sub-county, all these original documents, or are based at the county headquarters of Mandera? Chair, I yield back.
Thank you. So let's get Senator Sifuna's intervention.
Just
then
to
you can
test
respond.
the governor's response, I hear him to be saying that the documents were in the sub-counties. Governor, if you just go to that first document that you have attached there, where is this Mwalimu Toyota Mandera Limited? Where is it located?
They have branches in sub-county and they are located in Mandera.
Just go to the first voucher, the payment voucher there, for 1.29 million shillings.
Yeah.
And the local service order.
You know, the question is not about the vouchers, is the attachments, the job cards, the work
Governor,
tickets.
the question is actually about the vouchers. That at the time of audit, you did not provide those vouchers. You are telling us?
No, just read the audit.
Governor, you know you are the respondent, so you cannot interpret, you cannot read the questioner's mind. Allow Senator Sifuna to ask the question and you respond. We will move faster.
Yeah, no,
and will allow you to go for prayer.
I want to read the question by the query by the auditor so that we are clear. However, expenditure amounting to 13 million was not supported with motor vehicle work tickets indicating the details of the dates when the vehicles were in the garages. So these documents you have attached here, what are they supposed to demonstrate? I thought you were saying these documents answer the query by the Auditor General. They were not available at the time of audit because you said they were in the sub-counties. This first one, this Mwalimu Toyota Mandera Limited of 1.29 million, you have attached a receipt and a local service order and a